door, John.
Lisa. What's the matter with you? You look as though you've seen a ghost.
I'm sorry. I had to come in. I had to.
You had to? That's a funny way to speak to an old friend.
I couldn't do anything else.
Drink?
Thanks. But I won't stay long. I can't.
What's the rush? I haven't seen you in 3 years. You come busting in here like the mad woman of Shiloh, and then you want to go busting out again. Come on, why don't you sit down and relax and tell me all about it?
I can't. I don't want to talk about it. I just don't want to talk about it.
As you like. Skål.
Skål. Still cooking out the expenses, eh? I can't do that anymore. I've no one to charge them to. I left the department, John. I'm on my own now.
Good for you. What are you doing now? Every time I ask G about you, he shuts up like a clam. Oh, skål again. Here's to anyone who can get out of G's clutches. I thought you said that you'd retired, huh? Come on, we're old enough friends. You can tell me about it, Lisa.
It's nothing.
Nothing? You're scared out of your wits, and it takes a good deal to scare you.
John, I'm being followed. Hounded. No, they never let up. They won't leave me alone. Every day, wherever I am, whichever way I turn, they won't leave me alone.
But who won't? I don't see anybody. Lisa, I think perhaps you ought to stay on here for a little while, huh?
He's out there somewhere. He always is.
But who is? What does he want?
It's my problem.
Look, Lisa, please, will you allow me to help you?
No, I don't want any help from you. Or from Gorton. Or from anyone in your department.
I know that Gorton can be pretty tough, but for heaven's
no,
sake...
No, please, not Gorton. If you really want to help me.
Of course I do.
Well, do you have your car outside?
Round the back.
If I could just lose them.
I'll go round the back, make sure there's nobody round that side. You wait here. I'll be back in a minute.
That, Jeffrey?
It'll be the minister, sir. He was going to ring at the quarter of an hour.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Who is that?
Drake.
Oh, Drake. Well, what do you want?
What's all this about Elizabeth Lanzig?
Lanzig? What's that got to do with you?
Are we following her or what?
Following her? What are you talking about?
Look, we're not. Somebody is.
Look, Drake, the minister will be on any minute. What's this all about?
Elizabeth Lanzig has been chased all over London.
What? Where is she?
In my house.
She can't be. Hang on a minute.
Minister for Brigadier Goldoni.
Yes, he's here now. The minister's office.
Well, if she is there, just keep her there.
Hello.
Don't let her out of your sight. I'll call you back.
Sorry to have been so long. He was out there. A tall, dark man, staring under black eyebrows.
Yes.
Yes, unfortunately, he chose that moment to look round the back. He had me pinned down for quite a while.
You're a liar. You've called Gorton.
That's the last thing I do.
I'm on my way.
No, no, you're coming in the car with me, remember?
No, not now, John. I don't trust you.
But he's still out there.
I'll take my chances.
I'll tell you what.
What?
Let's have lunch together, huh? Wootton's of Blagden Street, oysters, roast duckling, gallons of cool white wine, and I promise not to ask any more questions. Through the dustbins, over the wall, and then you come back.
You know, in all the time you worked together, you never once gave me a lunch.
No, that's because
once.
I didn't want to mix business with pleasure.
You're a liar.
Oh.
You knew how I felt about you, and you were scared.
Come now.
And it's a pity, because I still feel the same way about you.
So?
I'm having a little trouble with weight.
Oh, yes. The Affluent Society, sir.
Yes, that's right. I hear that you're the expert.
One can help, of course. There must also be self-discipline. That is the most important thing.
Oh, no, I think we can forget the self-discipline. If you could just make me up one of these 10-day diets.
I can recommend a very fine book on the subject of self-discipline, sir. Written by my friend Krishna Shadak. He was also my professor in Delhi. You know, you must learn to master yourself, sir. The diet itself is not good without a knowledge of how the body works.
I think you're right. Maybe I'm wasting my time. Self-control is not in my line. Thank you.
You know him?
Oh, only too well. He keeps on pestering me.
Why?
Oh, something personal.
He was very inquisitive.
It's quite personal. It has nothing to do with our business. Is it ready?
What is his job?
It really doesn't matter what his job is. Here you are. 50 pounds. Is it ready or not?
No.
I must have it now.
No, Miss Shearer. We must be more careful. I don't want any trouble.
If I don't get it, I'll have no need to be careful, Mr. s2e5. I might start talking all over London. If I don't get it, I don't care if there's trouble. Do I make myself clear?
Come in, Drake.
Good afternoon.
Where have you been for the last 2.5 hours?
Lisa is still up to all her old tricks.
I trust you're not about to tell me that you've lost her.
Yes, I'm afraid so.
And how did the omnipotent Mr. Drake come to do that?
I made a fool of myself. And also there was a slight altercation with Special Branch.
Special branch? What are they up to?
They wouldn't say. They had me in for interrogation.
Oh, did they? Who was this?
A man called Foster.
Jeffrey, get on to Special Branch. I want their man Foster in here now. You've got some explaining to do, haven't you?
So have you. What's our interest in Lisa? I thought you'd pensioned her off. Or have you?
They're sending Foster over right away, sir.
Jeffrey, get me that mental hospital on the line. The one where they're treating Lisa Lanzig.
Yes, I know you don't like the idea of going about and meeting people, but you're getting better every day and you've got to start sometime. And I think you'll enjoy it. Oh, excuse me, I'm wanted on the telephone. So remember, Mrs. Blair, that's a promise. Tomorrow morning, then.
Yes, Doctor.
Good. McKenna here.
There's a call from London, Doctor. Brigadier Gordon.
Ah, good day to you, Gorton.
Oh, Doctor, you know who I'm on about. What the devil's she doing out?
What, Lisa? Oh, she's doing remarkably well. I thought it was time she got back in the swim.
Oh, you did you? And why wasn't I asked?
Oh, come, Brigadier. This isn't your own private concentration camp, you know. This is a hospital.
So you think she's cured?
She's a lot better.
Lost her persecution complex, has she?
If that's what you choose to call it, yes.
Then why does she still think she's being followed all over London?
Well, in that case, I suppose we'd better get her back right away. Where can we find her?
We can't, and I hope you realize what you've let us in for. Goodbye. I can see it. I can see it happening all over again, and all because of that blasted doctor. Special check on London Airport, Geoffrey. I want her stopped.
It's a pity you kept it to yourself so long if it's as serious as all that.
Serious? I'll tell you just how serious it is. She's got one idea in her mind, that woman. She won't rest till she's killed Pohlman.
Our Lisa?
Our Lisa didn't do so badly last time she tried it. She hadn't nearly brought it off. Not only got into the heart of East Germany unknown to them, but unknown to us. Within 12 hours flat, she was right into Pohlman's garden. If it hadn't been for that special waistcoat, he'd have been a goner.
Hard luck.
20 years they gave her. We exchanged her last year for Gutman. Took a lot of doing. I spent months doing that at top level.
Pohlman, eh? He's come on in the world since he was head of their secret service. He's a versatile boy.
He's a minister.
And what's she got against him that the rest of us haven't?
He caught her, John. Just when she got everything sewn up for us. But she wouldn't say a word. And as you say, he's a versatile boy. He was rough, even by their standards. He'd have done better to kill her.
Now she's after him again.
I'm sure she is. Special branch man there yet? Bring him in. Come in, Mr. Foster. Now then, what's this all about?
You mean about your man, sir?
No, the woman. Why were you following her?
I wouldn't have lost her but for your man, sir.
That's not strictly true. Hello.
Oh, it's you.
Yes, all right, we know you know each other. Now, let's get on. Why were you following her?
We've been watching the shop. She's been there once or twice, so I followed her.
And what's going on there?
He's dealing in forged passports. We haven't picked him up yet. We are too interested in some of his customers.
Quite right. All right, you two. Get round to that shop or whatever it is and find out what's going on.
Shall we?
The lady was a very fine client of mine, sir.
I'll bet she was.
Sir, she was most painstaking.
And self-discipline. What else did you sell her apart from watermelon seeds?
We sell many foods.
Among other things. Passports, for instance, British, French, American, Which one did she choose?
The world is full of unfortunate homeless people. Sometimes one can help.
Pays, too, doesn't it? Which one? Which one did you sell her?
It was Swiss. I made no profit.
Oh, no, you did it for love. What name?
Lisa. Lisa Shearer.
Visas?
I think one.
This one? Or this one? Personally, I go for this one.
You try to help. They betray you.
East German Republic?
Plane ticket, East German marks and passport.
Not a bad forgery, almost as good as Sastry's.
Sign here, please.
You're all set, Jake?
Yeah.
Because she is through. Checked into East Berlin 10 minutes ago, under the name of Shearer.
Why was I picked for this job?
You're Lisa's friend, aren't you? At least you always took her side against me.
Now, I'm supposed to be John Shearer, husband of Lisa, and she is a Canadian who retained her nationality after we were married. Is that
Drake,
right?
if you can't persuade her to come out, see she's handed over to their police.
What? I can't do that.
You can, Drake, and you will. If Lisa kills Pohlman, there'll be serious repercussions. Too serious for us even to think about them.
Morning.
You're here on business, Herr Schauer?
Yes, that's right.
You sell machinery, yeah?
Oh, no, I'm a travel agent. It's in the passport.
Oh, you hope to develop tourism between our two countries.
Can't start things too soon.
You realize, Herr Schauer, that this visa only lasts for 24 hours?
Oh, yes, indeed. I'll have to get my skates on, won't I? Thank you.
Taxi?
Thank you.
Herr Scherer?
Carl?
Yes, Carl. We only had the message an hour ago. But we found your wife already, Herr Scherer. Quick work, eh? You tell them we're pretty good out here.
Yeah, I'll tell them. What's the address?
Goldoni Hirsch, room 27. Small hotel in the Freiheitsstraße.
Take me there. And wait.
Lisa, I want to help you. But I have a family now. I can't take risks anymore. For the sake of my wife.
All I want to know is where the place is. I know he has a villa or a dacha somewhere in the woods. You have your sources. Please, help me.
Go home, Lisa. Forget the past. We know what he did to you. But you've done enough. It's too dangerous.
You ever been in one of Pohlman's prisons?
No, Lisa, I haven't.
Do you know why? Because Pohlman couldn't make me talk.
We know what we owe you.
Then tell me where it is. Peter, he's having me followed all over London. I can't stand anymore! He won't leave me alone! He's got to stop! He's got to leave me alone. I'm entitled to some peace. Don't you think?
You still have some time to get away on your visa. Don't throw away the chance.
You won't help me. All right. I'll find it. I must see Pohlman.
I honestly don't know where it is. Look, if you give me an hour or two, I might get it for you. And we meet at the old place at 12, the Cafe Warschau. Remember?
Thank you. Wer ist das?
John.
Oh, Lisa.
I won't ask you why you're here, but you've come a long way for nothing.
Hope not. We want you back home.
That really is funny. Home.
I have a car outside. We could have you safely out of trouble, none the worse, inside the hour.
We?
I did.
Gordon's messenger boy.
Lisa, please.
Once, in the old days, you would have stood up to him, but not now, it seems.
Lisa, you're coming home with me. Is that clear? I want to take you home. Nobody's going to hurt you. Nobody's after you. We just want to
Get
that's
out.
all.
Get out.
Lisa, please don't be...
Mad? Is that what you were going to say? Oh, the Brigadier has really done a job. He has you properly brainwashed. Well, Dr. McKenna has other ideas, and he's someone who knows. Not like Gordon.
They'll catch you. You haven't a chance,
No.
you know.
Not this time.
There'll be other Pohlmans by now. Eliminate one and there'll be a queue.
I think you'd better
What
go.
there?
Yes, other Pohlmans. And other people who are honest and decent to destroy them.
Look, Lisa, your way... Lisa, your way can only lead to killing and to more killing. You can't wipe out blood with more blood. If you can't see that, then at least come home with me because we are your friends. We want to help you.
Dear John, you're such a bad liar.
Come on, Lisa.
You can't force me. You can't touch me. I'm free. I can ring that bell, and people will come running. And they can ask you about your passport. Shall I tell them about your passport, John? It's as phony as mine, isn't it? It'll be your turn next. Pohlman will like that. He really will. So get out of my way, John. Get out!
That's where you'll find me in case you change your mind.
John Shearer.
Bye.
Bye, John.
Mr. Shearer?
Peter?
Yeah.
Carl told me I'd find you here.
It's what you English call my local. How did you get on with our friend?
She didn't want any help.
From me, she does. She wanted Pohlman's address.
You didn't give it to her, I trust.
We are meeting here at 12. She thinks I'm going to give it to her then.
But you won't, will you?
It doesn't make any difference. She'll find out for herself.
12. Look, you know, I think it'd be better if you kept out of this. Just leave it to me.
Herr Ober. Ein helles Bier.
Sie bleiben hier.
Come in.
Mr. Scherer?
Yeah.
I am Captain Berg. I understand that you want an appointment with my father, Colonel Berg. I am here to take you to his office.
That's very good of you.
My father is a very busy man. Perhaps you could tell me the nature of your business?
As a matter of fact, it's a matter that I can discuss only with the Colonel.
You could tell me anything you would say to my father. I work with him very closely.
My appointment is with the Colonel, Captain Berg.
As you wish, Mr. Scherer.
Smoke?
Oh, thanks very much.
Now, what can I do for you?
It's about my wife. I want you to deport her to the West.
Your wife is of East German nationality.
No, she's a Canadian here on a visit.
And the purpose of this visit?
Frankly, I don't know.
Mr. Scherer, I am a very busy man.
My wife has left me. I'd like to get her back.
I'm afraid I cannot help you. In any event, she must leave when her visa expires.
It's not going to be as simple as that, you see. I have a feeling she's going to stay on illegally.
In which case, she will be dealt with in the normal way by the civil police.
Well, that's exactly what I want to avoid, you see.
Mr. Scherer, you must see this is no matter for me.
But you know her already, Colonel, as Elizabeth Lanzig.
So, Lanzig. Then she has not learned her lesson. She still wants to kill Pohlman.
My wife has suffered a great deal. You know what Pohlman did to her. With proper care and attention, she could get well again. Please give her that chance.
I know all about Pohlman's methods. You don't have to explain to me. But we have a new regime here now.
I know that, Colonel. That's why I came to see you. If you return her now, it would be an act of humanity.
Yeah, maybe. But my duty is to return her to prison.
Yeah.
If I arrest her, Pohlman will be safe. And if I set her free, who knows?
What guarantee that there will be no
recurrence? Guarantees are of no value. Tell me, does she know where Pohlman is?
Not yet.
May I see your passport? I think perhaps I will fail in my duty.
You'll deport her?
You promise to take more care of her in the future?
She'll be at the Cafe Warschau at 12.
My men will be waiting for her.
Up on there, bitte. My son will see you to your hotel, Mr. Scherer.
Thank you very much. Most kind. Of course, my wife mustn't know.
No. Naturally, my son can be relied upon to arrange everything with discretion. And perhaps next time you will make some tourist business, yeah?
Yeah.
Wiedersehen.
Wiedersehen. Thank you. I wonder what happened to Berg. He said he'd be here before the girl. Here she is. What's the telephone about?
Over in the cafe. There's a telephone there.
Who are you calling, Mr. Shearer? I told you to keep out of this. You have strange friends. If I wanted help, that's the last number I'd call.
I thought that you wanted to stop Lisa, too.
But why the security police, Mr. Shearer?
Because they promised to deport her.
All right, we'll see. If Berg's car takes Lisa to the West Berlin checkpoint, fine. If not, if it takes her to headquarters, I assure you the car will never get there. Lisa will be better dead. And so would you.
Entschuldigen. Time for a quick one? You can't be in that much of a hurry.
But I'm not staying.
No, just one for old time's sake. You haven't changed your mind then?
You're wasting your time. I told you not to interfere.
2 schnapps, please.
Do you realize you're keeping me from an old friend? Don't get in my way anymore. I mean it. Just don't interfere.
Thank you very much. What are you waiting for? That's her.
Don't worry, Mr. Scherer. We're taking you back to your hotel. Please, get in. Hotel Adria, isn't it?
Yes.
Don't be alarmed, Mr. Scherer. This is only what you call a technical arrest.
Where's Lisa?
Get your things together.
Where's my wife? Why did you let her run?
Run?
Well, why didn't you arrest her at the cafe?
It was done discreetly, Mr. Scherer. We have to be careful in such matters.
I only have your word for it.
And you are entitled to know more. Are you? I'll pack.
Where am I supposed to be going?
To the west, immediately.
Pack! My visa hasn't expired yet.
We do not wish to be unpleasant, Mr. Scherer, but you must leave.
Perhaps I'd better have a word with your father.
Colonel Berg has made the order for you to leave.
Oh.
Yes, as well you should. You misled us over the purpose of your visit. You declared you were here on business.
Family business.
Oh, no, that's not what you said. You have committed an offense. Now, please. Ja? Ja, Kapitän Berg? Ja, ich gehe sofort. My man will see you to the checkpoint.
Your bags, sir. Just this one, sir.
They've let her go. What do you expect? They'll let her run. The more rope they give her, the more old friends she's likely to contact.
Not going to contact many old friends now, not since your people gave her the address.
The address?
Yes, Pohlman's address.
Nobody's given her that.
Well, she's got it. Dachau, Rosenberg. How far is it?
It's 30 kilometers or so. Quick, to the left.
Going to be too late. We should have risked the main road.
You do underestimate the security police. The place will be swarming with them.
I haven't seen one yet.
This way we certainly won't. We're coming round the house from the south.
For a stranger.
That's her car, all right. I saw it outside the cafe.
The house is through there.
All right.
Back of the house.
Would that be our best approach?
I don't know. I've never been so close to it before.
Well, you search about here. I'm going around the front.
Warten Sie für mich hier.
Fertig, Hilde? Du weißt doch, dass der Herr Pohlmann nicht gerne wartet.
Ich warte nicht lange. Es ist ja schon alles fertig. Stimmt schon mal bald.
Er kommt schon bald. Mach doch schnell, Mädchen.
Glaubst du, dass ich draußen ein Taxi kriege?
Kommt schon bald. Mach doch schnell, Mädchen. Ist alles fertig, Hilde?
Ich glaube, ich habe einen kleinen Schnips.
Für ein paar Minuten, Herr Pohlmann. Wir sind bald fertig.
It was just what Berg wanted, as soon as he knew what you'd come to do.
Well, who could have told him, Peter?
Plenty of time for inquests later. Let's concentrate on getting her out, shall we?
And what do you mean, what Berg wanted?
The Colonel and Pohlman had been at each other's throats for years.
They wanted me to kill him.
It couldn't have been better. A British agent killing Pohlman out of revenge. So crocodile tears from the Colonel. A staged trial as a bonus. That's why they let you run.
They let me run.
All the way from the Warschau.
Well, you knew.
The man who gave you Pohlman's address in the cafe, he was one of Berg's men.
Why didn't you warn me?
Look, I didn't know at the time. He came to arrest me later.
That's right.
It doesn't make any difference. Pohlman's dead.
But Otto Berg won't let you go this time, Lisa. He's got too much to lose. I think I know a place where we can lie low for a while.
Lie low? There's no time for that. We've got to get her out.
If you're thinking of the frontier, she wouldn't stand a chance,
No,
not
I wasn't.
now.
What about you? Would you be able to get across?
There's soldiers everywhere you go. There's a double wire fence. Each fence is electrified. There are mines everywhere.
I know.
Only the soldiers know the way through.
I was talking about the checkpoint.
Oh, you'd never get Lisa through there. The
And I
pressure will
wasn't
be really on
talking
now.
about Lisa. What about you? Would you be able to get across with faked papers?
Yeah. There's a West Berliner going back after a day pass.
How long will it take to get the papers?
Nehmen Sie durch.
Hallo? Wer ist am Apparat? Schön. Gut. Auf Wiedersehen. Peter is through.
Good. Lisa upstairs?
Yeah.
How long will it take you to get into town, Hans?
About half an hour.
I want you to make a phone call from a box. Don't want it traced.
That's easy.
Get onto the security police at this number. Ask to speak to Otto Berg himself.
It's not quite so easy.
And insist on speaking to Berg personally and tell him that you have news of Elizabeth Lanzig.
Is it?
And we know what we're doing, Hans.
Yeah, but does Peter know?
Peter knows.
But what shall I say?
Now, tell him if he wants Elizabeth Lanzig, she'll be crossing the border near Stragensee. Give him a description of my car. Say that arrangements have been made for her to cross over a few kilometers south just before dusk.
But why? What are you trying
remember
to do?
Peter's instructions?
Yes, but this...
Anything I ask, you do.
Schön. Wie Sie wollen.
Ist ein Auto durchgefahren in den letzten paar Minuten mit 2 Passagiere? Nein. Komm, sofort umdrehen. Das ist es. Sie müssen hier sein. Nachsuchen. Mehr Wache. Drüben.
Wo sind die Minen?
Kommen Sie mit mir hier drüben. Nicht hier, nicht. Jetzt geradeaus, links. Geradeaus, schnell, schnell.
Guten Tag, Captain Bear. I think the British soldier there would like to see your papers.
Morning, Colonel. I am here quite voluntarily. I have news of your son. Shall we go in?
And what about my son?
I'd switch off the microphone if I were you, Colonel.
You are in no position to be impertinent, Mr. Shearer. Why have you come here?
To tell you that your son has defected to the West.
My son is on duty this morning, Mr. Shearer. He's in his office on the 4th floor.
May we have him in, please?
Why? Why should we?
Let's cut out the bluff, shall we, Colonel? Your son crossed the border into the Federal Republic yesterday.
Where did you get all this?
Friends.
They must be singularly ill-informed.
I see you're in mourning, Colonel. For Ernst Pohlman.
Your wife may have escaped us for a
But
moment.
she hasn't. That's why I thought we ought to meet.
She crossed yesterday.
No, that was another girl that was waiting for Willie.
What do you want, Mr. Shearer?
The same thing that I've always wanted, to get my wife safely home. My friends tell me that an exchange can be officially organized.
Impossible. Out of the question. My son simply lost his way.
He lost his way, all right. My friends tell me that your son is going to make a statement about why he defected, about the sad loss of Ernst Pohlman, things of that sort.
My son will say nothing.
Well, I don't know a great deal about these matters myself, but from what Lisa says, I understand that your son will be in no position to deny anything they claim he said.
And so?
I'm advised that all you need to do is to contact the West Berlin authorities. You should have no difficulty in putting his death onto somebody else. Should you?
Morning, Colonel.
Thank you.
Your daddy has been very worried about you.